It was a very useful meeting. It was only a continuation of the 42nd council meeting, so this is not the 43rd. 42nd meeting continued. Because on that one agenda, which was agenda number 9A, which had to be discussed, which was left inconclusive last time, so we took it up to further continue the discussion. Specific clarifications, as I said, was about the extension of the cess beyond the 5 years. Compensation, how come it would be one amount and why can't it be the full amount? Even that was a bit of a discussion. The calculations varied. Where we had said very clearly it is about 235, there were some calculations given by one or two ministers which said it is only 185,000. So if you were anyway going to borrow 110,000, why can't you bring in the other 60-70? Also thinking that the total deficit is only 185 and so on. Well, eventually it was a question of having heard everybody, not just in this meeting, but also in the last two meetings. After all the clarifications were given, I explained very clearly that this GST Council is a body which represents very high authority of the finance ministers of all the states. There has been very intense engagement, not just in this meeting, but also earlier. And as regards the shortfall in the compensation, after all, it is there for everyone to see that the collection of the cess is inadequate for paying the compensation. And that's absolutely apparent for everyone to see. And because it is something which was never envisaged, the shortfall is now going to have to be met by borrowing. Specific question of why the center can't be borrowing it and then giving it to the state was answered, both by the finance secretary and by myself. Center has issued a borrowing calendar. If I go beyond that to borrow, it would immediately jack up the bond yields. The GSEC yields will go up. And if GSEC yields are the ones which are used as benchmark for every other borrowing in the country, the states going for borrowing on any other score, not just the compensation, would end up paying a very high price. The borrowing cost will go up. So will be the borrowing of even the private sector. If the GSEC rate is going to go up because I'm gone beyond my borrowing calendar, it's going to affect everybody's borrowing. And at a time when India is looking for more money to invest, more money to borrow and do business, can we afford that? But it's not going to be that much severe. The impact is not going to be all that much as it would be when the center borrows if the states were to borrow. And even from the first day's meeting, I have been very clearly saying that won't mean a chaotic every state rushing to the market. We shall arrange, we shall facilitate, we shall work it out in such a way that Tarun Bajaj has joined me today exclusively for answering those questions. We shall facilitate in such a way that states are not going to be ending up one state paying very high interest for the borrowing and the other probably being smart enough went to the market and quickly obtained something at a reasonable rate. We'll try to have something done in such a way that all states end up paying fairly equitable rate. That facilitation I have offered from the beginning. So clearly, that was explained, that as to why the center can't borrow, a lot of discussion happened on 292, 293, center borrowing under 292, states borrowing through the help of the center under 293, all this was in detail discussed. Majority of the states, as you know, had opted for option 1. On the one hand, they were repeatedly asking for speedily get us the money. We are fighting corona on the one hand, we also want the revival to happen very quickly. Festivals are coming, we need action in the ground, so help us to borrow as soon as possible. On the other, you had states which kept saying, no, let us decide on the basis of consensus. Let's decide on the basis of consensus because we have not opted for one and we are substantial numbers, so you have to have a consensus, decide how we are going to borrow. And the discussion went on for some time between the states. I was obviously keenly hearing all the arguments. I could, end of the meeting, summarize that there was no consensus arrived on a matter on which differences exist. The GST Council can certainly take a call on cess, collection of cess, extending the period of collecting the cess, and so on. That was repeatedly reiterated. But among the members themselves, there was this question of, can the GST Council order that either the center borrow or the states do this or that state do it? Because every state under 293 has a business to do what it wants about its own borrowing. And the GST Council has been gracious enough in unanimously agreeing to extend the cess beyond 5 years. So if beyond 5 years the cess is being collected to repay the principal and the interest of the entire compensation, not just this compensation or that compensation, but the entire compensation, there is just no dispute. There are differences as to how it has to be borrowed, who's got to be borrowing. But there's no dispute. Every one of us agree that the entire compensation will have to be paid. It will be paid. Every one of us agree that this compensation cannot be paid out of state's other resources. Yes, agreed. Everyone has agreed on that. So there is no dispute. And therefore that was reiterated by us. At least I had to really appeal to all the members saying that there is no dispute, we may have differences. And if the numbers, say 21 who have written, are now saying, we've made a choice, allow us to do what we want with our money. We want to borrow, we'll borrow. So when I concluded, I did say, whilst I respect there's no unanimity, equally, can the council or members of the council stop another state from doing what it wants to do? I put this before the council. If states want to, on the back of having the confidence that the cess is going to pay the borrowing that they will have to undertake now for the shortfall in the compensation, can anyone or the council stop a member from doing that? Can the council stop a member from wanting to borrow and say the cess will go for repaying that borrowing? So on that point, and also very clearly saying, yes, unfortunately we were not able to arrive at a consensus, I appealed to every one of the members to say, quickly, we have to give answers to those people who want money in their hands, because they are the ones, all of you all, each state, are the ones who are fighting against COVID on the ground. So that was my winding up statement.